Right, hello, pre-calc. Uh, it's just me, which again is fine. It's kind of blurry, but I mean, everyone else will be watching the recording. Again, that's a-okay. I was gonna do a few other things, but since it's just me, we will adjust. Wanted to thank those of you who participated. Again, we had some crazy weather recently. This was a picture I took. I think at my house, I ended up getting about 14 inches of snow. Um, Perseverance is our kind of our word of the month. So it took a lot of perseverance to keep shoveling all that snow. And then I asked for people to post their own pictures. Again, thank you to those of you that did that. You can see how the branches are falling off, or the snow was so heavy, the branches were tipped, like sagging. And Skull Vikings, big playoff game this week if you follow the football. Um, so again, thank you to those of you that participated with that. If we look at Schoology, again, I was going to do some other stuff, but we'll skip that. All right, here's our Schoology page. We're getting down to it. So, just like looking at ahead, there's about 2 weeks left in the quarter. And this next week, there's no school on Monday. That's MLK Day. And then this is kind of like our finals week. So, we've got about 2 weeks left. Keep working hard, keep trying to, get caught up, get those assignments in. There's a no class connect next week and no class connect during finals week. So this is actually the last week of our class connect in quarter two and semester one. So again, think about how far we've gone. Let's see here. We've got Heron's area formula. Again, make sure you watch this and you understand how to use this formula before you take the quiz. And then I was going to review some examples from IXL about Unit 6. So again, getting started with Unit 6. So converting a complex number from a rectangular to polar form. Again, if we look at our axes, we've got our real axis is where the x-axis usually is. And then we've got our imaginary axis is where the y-axis used to be. So your real goes here and your imaginary goes here. And noticing again, where is this? This is on the real axis and it's at -1. So that's noticing where that is. And again, what we want to do is we want to input sort of these spots where these boxes are like the numbers that we're going to change. These are going to stay the same. And the rectangular form is in the form of A plus BI, where again, A is your real, A is real, and then BI is your imaginary. And then where they meet would become R. So again, if we're looking at this one is relatively easy because it doesn't go into the imaginary axis. It just goes into -1. It's a straight line. So we can just calculate it just by saying, all right, it's -1. So that's R. And then finding theta, again, how far did I open up? How far did I rotate on this? It's going to be all the way at pi. I went all the way over. So again, our plugging in this R value here. We didn't have an I value. If we had an I, we would plug it in here, and then plugging in theta in two different places gives me cosine of pi plus I sine pi. Then we kind of do the opposite as well, from polar to rectangular, where this was complex numbers from rectangular to polar. This is from polar to rectangular. So again, if I get something like 3 cosine pi over 2, again, looking at what's theta, What's this R value out here? Still thinking about my real axis being down here, my imaginary axis being up here. So again, with an R of 3, I know that it's going to go up 1, 2, 3 units. Pi over 2 is a quarter turn, which is 90 degrees. Pi over 2 is my theta. And again, I don't have necessarily an I value in this example, so that stays the same as well. And as we go to plug it in to get it all the way, we say, all right, I can figure out what cosine of pi over 2 is. It's 0. I can figure out what sine of pi over 2 is. It's 1. So when I plug it in, it becomes 0 plus I times 1, which is just I, and gives me 3 times I. So 3I. Last but not least, all right, so if we look at this one, complete the polar form of 10I. Again, same deal. 10I has an R value of 10, and it's going up. Oops. This is going to be similar where, again, it's going to be on my pi over 2 for my my theta. The terminal side is positive, so theta is pi over 2. So again, what can I plug in? I can plug in 10, pi over 2, pi over 2. So that's a real quick introduction into sort of Unit 6 and what we'll be working on and wrapping up here in the next 2 weeks. Your Class Connect assignment. So again, show me that you watched the recording. It's going to be talking about those 3 examples we just did. Tell me what R is, tell me what theta is. Again, we've just solved this one. This is the example we did in rectangular form, and simplify all radicals and expressions. So again, this would be the third example, 10 pi over 2 plus I pi over 2. Good luck. Let me know if you have any questions. Keep working hard. Finish the semester strong.